then Gavin Newsom said that ICE showing up at voting polls would stop or reduce voter turnout. And Republicans said, feels like you're admitting that illegal immigrants vote in elections. But now remember whenever Republicans were right?
That was admittedly hard to watch, and I'm not talking about the forced acting, I'm talking about the amount of inaccuracies in a single video. So let's unpack it, shall we? First of all, when Newsom said that ICE showing up at polling places would reduce Latino voter turnout, he's talking about American citizens being systematically targeted by federal agents for being brown or for having an accent. And I think at this point we can all agree that that's not just a possibility, it's a likelihood. Now, you might be too white to remember this, but the South has a long history of black voter intimidation through law enforcement presence at polling places or at voter registration locations. This is what Gavin Newsom is referring to. But let's move on to what you think the show-stopping gotcha moment of your performance is. When you show us this, the news that Texas found thousands of illegal immigrants on voter rolls. And that's when a little bit of research would have helped you avoid an embarrassing moment. Because first of all, there was a total of 2,724 names in that list. And even if 100% of those names proved to be ineligible to vote, that would make up a total of 0.0149% of the over 18 million registered voters in Texas. But see, what's even worse is that these are potential non-citizens. See, it says right here. Why potential? Because these are most likely eligible voters that ended up in this net because they're now naturalized citizens who were never taken off the SAVE database or are the result of a birth date or an ID mismatch that linked the wrong record with the wrong person in the system. How do I know that? Because the very same dumpster fire you're now celebrating took place in Alabama in 2024 when, in an effort to show his undying allegiance to Trump, the Secretary of State ran a similar program and stripped 3,200 Alabamans of their right to vote, only to find out that at least 2,000 of them were deprived of their constitutional right by mistake. So I'm sure it's hard to hear my voice over all that privilege, but this video, this is not the flex you think it is.